Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Modern Woman Profession. Today we got a nice video. So let's see what it say.
You, there. What is your profession?
We have a great video today, but first of all, shout out to the CAR woman, the Christian appealing and realistic woman. Those are the women that men are craving for. Those are the why a lot of men are traveling overseas to looking for this Christian. This is women. This is spiritual and know their worth and their value. They don't drag the body over the street. And then appealing, they know how to protect their image. For example, by not dressing not too inappropriate, or rather around public or private. And CA and then R is it realistic. They don't have a crazy standard. For example, I may have to make 300k or 6.3 tall, and it has to be able to have a 6 inches, and then also all that black. And thank you for that, because now you can see the society evolve, and then we love you. That's why a lot of men travel over the seas to seek for those women and to fulfill their needs, because the men has to be able to love and able to procreate and then protect those women. And today we got a video talk about do all married men really check out other women? That's a question that a lot of women are curious about it. But the thing about it, women always love men that other women want. So basically that issue is not really a big issue for men, because women always know that men are always check them out whether they are married or not. And if you're married, she will probably most likely go after you, because women love forbidden fruit, and that's why they destroy a lot of relationship if you're married, and then a lot of affair end up happening because they guy check them out. And my husband will check out other women right in front of me and it turns me off. That's not true, because most women always love a man that's always check out other women. And if the other woman will reciprocate, that's a good thing. But the thing is, you don't do that on front of your wife, because what happens is you make a promise on the altar that being exclusive. But my question is, why he does that? Does she knows that before they propose or get married? Because most of the time women try to turn out the bad guy into a good guy. They marry the bad guy, and then they think that they're gonna be changing. If the guy show you that he attracted to other women before he get married, he gonna do that after he get married, because not a lot of them gonna be changed, because a lot of women want to change their men for not they were before. And that's most of the time that's why they marry men. Looking is one thing, but multiple head turn to get a good look at her. I normally don't say anything and just get discussed. That's I don't believe it, because what happened is, for example, if you're in summertime and then you go to the beach, you just see a lot of men wearing some bikinis and stuff like that, and then she has a nice light skin and stuff like that, and a nice tent, and then she walking around, and then she had a good gesture. You're probably gonna look in. You're probably gonna be double dip. I understand that. Or also when you go to the mall and then you find somebody that's really nice shape, and then the V curve, and then you see she's walking, and then the way she walking, she moving to the dress, that's the way you're gonna look at her. But she way she speaks, she said that is she's doing it all the time. Not every man is just look to go out there and then look at men, women all the time. There's a special occasion that probably gonna turn around and then look probably somebody that he probably remember or look like. Most of the men do that because to double check if they know that person, their classmate or someone they met in school or whatever places. That's why sometimes they double dip, and if they double dip, that's most likely the woman is very attractive. And then that's wrong about him, because you shouldn't do that in front of a female. But on top of this, sometimes you cannot as a man, you just procreate, you just made to be like that, and sometimes you cannot help yourself but to look around, and then sometimes you get caught up by the bad habits since you were single, and then now you're in a relationship. This is different thing. But I have called him out once or twice because I was embarrassed and felt bad for the poor girl. Well, I'm confused. How can you feel bad for the poor girl if you're in a relationship with a married, if you're in a relationship with your husband, and then that poor girl, you just looking at her? add on. Does something doesn't add up. They probably having conversation, and then probably the way they're talking, and then the way he looking at her, and then the girl feel like that doesn't like it, because attraction is mutual. If you like a girl as a man and then she's not attracted to you, she's gonna find so many reasons to push you away. But if attraction is mutual, she's not gonna be like, oh, if it's discussed, she's gonna be like, that's turn her on. But again, a woman don't tell the full story. They say the specific part of the story, so everyone can show that she's the victim, or everyone can be able to sympathize with her. But there's a lot of time that women left a lot of things out, so for other people to not judge them. He say all men window shop and men and mean nothing by it. Yet true, all men do that occasionally, and because the reason why we do that, because we're trying to beauty and a beautiful creature. We love that, especially a woman. That's one of the prettiest creature that we ever seen. That's why we tolerate a lot of things, because you're a pretty woman, one that pretty, and then beauty goes away. That means I'm gonna be the same environment. That's why men love young women, because young women has a very pretty, and that's beauty. Their beauty is very fresh, and then they are very attractive. And when the women get older, they don't feel that attention, so that's why they call out guy that's call out to the younger woman, because when she was younger, she used to do all that and like dress up inappropriate in the street, and then attract so many guys that were married or not. She doesn't care now. She's married and she's older. She feel like it's offended, but she was doing that when she was young, and then that's a thirst trap for many men. Is it true he still continue to do it and still continue to turn me off and make me feel like so basically it's not about the feeling, it's just about that she feel insecure because she doesn't have that same energy, because she's older. If she was young, she's not gonna say it like that. She's gonna feel like I'm gonna leave him, stuff like that. The reason why she talks like that, because her husband is attractive. If the husband is attractive, she's willing to tolerate, and she knows that the husband has other female, and then that's the reason that she's trying to push the narrative that he's the one looking, and then he's a turn off. And most of the time the woman gonna tolerate that our point, but the reason why she not leaving, because she doesn't even find another guy that's more attractive to the husband or have more asset, because women leave when they find that guy that is above her husband quality, either look or status, and then when she find that, she's not gonna point that issue out. But since she doesn't have any alternative, and then probably she try and then she fell, and then she doesn't have that attention, so that's the reason why she feel out that she felt left out, and then she feel like the husband has stood up and for her to feel better and pay attention to her. That's I understand that, because in a relationship, and then you should be committed to her, but at one point of the day, there's a lot that she didn't say, and I think they got need to stop on the way, because you're married, you can do that when you're in love with your boys, but when your girlfriend or your wife is not a good look, and I tell him to try to control that thirst, and then even though it's hard sometimes, but it's a work in progress. And most women find that attractive when they see men always look at other women, which is very a good thing. That's sometimes they feel spicing up, and then to do other move in the bedroom or spicy thing, because that man is trying to more beautiful woman, and therefore that woman, that wife or that girlfriend, to be feel like she earned that man, she gonna do other stuff because that man is attractive, you're looking at someone else. And I hope you like my video. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe.
What is your profession?